Miss Butterworth,
Uncle
and
Ben's.
that's right, Uncle Ben's, you know what I'm saying? But they still got Quaker on the cover.
Mm-hmm. They still got Miss Butterworth too.
But y'all, we're gonna pause right there. This is gonna get really, really deep, and we'll be right back with the Purple House, y'all. What's up, everybody? This is Tracy from the Purple House. Haven't you heard about Anchor? It's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. What? Anchor will distribute your podcast so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Everything you need in one place just to make this podcast. Hell yeah, y'all. So download Anchor free app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Peace out, y'all. Talk is cheap. Tell it to her, don't say it to me. As a matter of fact, pass me that.
Yeah, and it go a little something
like this.
Now little Lisa's only 9 years old. She's trying to figure out why the world is so cold. Why she's all alone and they never met her family. Mama's always gone and she never met her daddy. Part of her is missing and nobody will listen. Mama's on drugs, getting up in the kitchen, bringing home in at different hours of the night. Starting with some laughs, usually ending in a fight. Sneaking in a room when her mama's knocked out. Trying to have his way and little Lisa says ouch. She tries to resist but then all he does is beat her. Tries to tell her mom but her mama don't believe her. Lisa's stuck up in the world on her own. Forced to think that hell is a place called home. Nothing else to do but get some clothes and pack. She says she's about to run away and never come back.
Yeah, run away. All right, y'all. All right, we're back with the Purple House, y'all. This is Tracy. I still got Calv here. What's going on, babes? You doing good?
I'm doing good.
All right, y'all. We're going to get right back into this. Unfortunately, Thomas is not here today, so we're going to totally keep this rolling without him in his absence. One quick shout out. I want to get a shout out to my girl Adina. Me and her used to work together at Varet's. And I want to give her a special happy birthday. Happy birthday, Adina. And y'all, we are definitely about to get back into this. And now we're going into this Wisconsin shooting with, is his name not Jacob Blake, right?
Yeah,
that's the one in Illinois. Yeah. Okay, so we got to go to Wisconsin first.
Yeah, so apparently there was a peaceful, what's supposed to be a peaceful protest in Kenosha, Wisconsin, where 2 people were killed.
Right.
Injured by 17-year-old Kyle Rittenhouse. He has since been charged with first-degree intentional homicide because he went to the protest with the mindset to kill people.
Right.
But my thing is how police handled this incident so differently than they handled the one with Jacob Blake. Whereas Jacob Blake was automatically thought up to be the assailant, the bad person, or has something to do with it, and immediately shot. This guy, Kyle Rittenhouse, was seen walking up the street with the gun in his hand. The police passed him.
I seen that in the video.
That he had already killed 2 people. So I'm like, it just goes to show that how race relations in this country is so messed up. You know?
Not only that, like, I mean, I feel like, you know, when it comes down to the media, you know, like, we use the media for so many wrong reasons. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, you know, I used to tell my friends from my previous shows is that, you know, I thank God that I actually have a platform where I can reach people and talk to them and, you know, help them with whatever issues that may be with what I talk about. You know what I'm saying? Another man's test is another man's testimony. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like when it comes down to the media, like the media, they promote so much negativity now that we don't have time to push the positive. And my thing is, like, when it comes down to this here, how do the parents, like, allow this type of stuff to go on? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, for instance, with the 2 that made the pipe bomb, remember? And they brought it to the school and blew up. How do you not know that your child is about to walk out the door with a shotgun?
I think a lot of times for that, people become disillusioned.
Right.
Parents become disillusioned about their kids. Oh, no, not my child.
Right.
If the child comes home and they're in a sullen mood, they don't want to talk, they seem like they have an attitude, that's just them being a teenager.
Right.
Sometimes it's more than them just being a teenager. Sometimes they're going through something and they feel like they have no one they can talk to, and so the only way they can go ahead and deal with it is do something like that. So as a parent, as parents, I don't know how they would, you know. I know personally, I don't have any children. I have a lot of nieces and nephews.
Right.
And if I learned that one of them did something heinous like that, I don't know how I'd react.
Right. I wouldn't know. I mean, shit, I know how I'd react. Put their ass in jail.
Oh, yeah.
Or if you don't, I'm a killer. And y'all have to put me in jail. You know, like, I mean, as much as I've gotten my ass beaten, and Lord knows I've got my ass beaten with everything in the book and the book itself. I would never in a million years think about going grab a gun from my parents' house. Now, if I was on my own and some issues happened, hell yeah, I'll grab my gun myself. But if I'm living in my parents' house or whatever, and it's an issue of any matter that I feel that a gun needs to be involved in, I think I should, like, talk to my parents about this issue and let them deal with it instead of me going out there and dealing with it. I mean, because, you know, like, first of all, at 17 years old, I'm not on that mindset of thinking that my problems are that big that I need to go shoot someone.
And why at 17 do you have access to a gun?
Right.
But I have another question. I wonder, why do you think the police, different states, different, you know, areas, why do you think one set of police officers handled a similar incident, you know, these 2 incidents, why do you think the police handled them so differently? Why is it that the black father was shot in the back by white officers while this young man who was walking down the street wielding a gun after having already shot and killed 2 people, the police just drove on by as if nothing? I mean, do you really believe that it's, one was black and one was white, or do you just believe?
Yeah. I mean, I can't beat around the bush with that. Mm-hmm. You know, like, the reason why I say this, I've heard of an example with Walmart. Okay, Walmart has a statistic that more black people steal from Walmart than white people. So they're more looked at, blacks are more looked at and watched and followed by the I guess they're the loss prevention team that dresses like regular customers.
Is that real? Is that a fact though? Is it a fact that more black people steal, or is it the fact that more black people are caught?
Probably it's because more black people are caught.
Yeah, because
you know, because like they told like this white girl that I know. She was also telling me about this. Mm-hmm. And she says, well, it's better for me to go steal out of Walmart. Because I told her, I said, because I can't steal. I said, if I try to steal, I feel like everybody looking at me, and I'm going to get caught anyway, you know. But she told me, she says, she said, well, when it comes down to it, loss prevention watches the blacks more than the whites. So if we go in there and we walk out like we own it, baby, they're not going to tell us nothing. And that's, to me, I think that's a problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to sit here and just based on my race or the way that I dress or the way that I look or carry myself means that I don't have no money, and I could be the one being the big baller pulling out loads of fucking cash, you know, and instead they're sitting there trying to hold me down while Miss Wigglesworth,
right.
You know, she's walking on out of here with a whole brand new TV that she ain't paid for, don't have a receipt or none of that. But the moment I get to the door, because I don't have a Coca-Cola inside of the bag, they want to see the receipt, how much change I have in my pocket bag from it, and everything else. So yeah, I feel that when it comes down to like, you know, making those types of decisions, you know, I think that they are on blacks more. You know, which totally enables the situation that you was talking about. Like, you know, you walk past a white person in the car, the first thing they do is lock the car, you know, and honestly, I do it too, but I'm vice versa. When a white person walks past my car, I lock my shit up too.
Well, for me, I don't care what they look. If they look suspicious,
right,
I'm
right.
But no, when you talk about the blacks that watch more in Walmart and they're watching the wrong people. It reminds me of the time when Oprah was overseas somewhere. Oprah was one of the richest women in the world, and a black woman at that. She went to some, I don't know if it was Louis Vuitton or Hermes or something. It was one of those really big designers. She went into the store, and because she was black, the people who worked in the store, they didn't think that Oprah could afford the bag.
Right.
So it was like one of those, that Pretty Woman moment, you know.
Right, yeah, and you know what? That's so crazy. You know, like I watch like these little things that they had on YouTube where they would show like the white dude was all dressed up in a nice suit and everything, and he went to go buy a car, and a black man who was dressed in like, you know, everyday clothing, he went to go buy the same car. So when both of them walked inside of the building, they looked at the white man dressed up and they pushed for him to buy the car, and the black man, he they kind of like, you know, talk down to him like, you know, I don't even know why you're in here, you can't afford this car and everything like that. And the white dude, when they went for him, got him to bring him in to do the paperwork for the car, everything, he didn't have good credit. He couldn't afford the car. So then he said, well, can I just take pictures in the car for Instagram? So, and then, you know, the dude who was down in the black man, you know, he felt played because the guy, you know, he couldn't get the car, which means he couldn't get the sale. Now, the other lady who was talking to the black guy, she went to go do the paperwork and said, well, do you want us to check your credit? And he opened up his bag and said, hey, I have all cash. Paid for the nice car in cash, rolled out with it and everything. And, you know, it just goes to show you that at the same time, you totally can't judge a book by its cover, you know. But, you know, another thing also, from what I'm reading right now, it was also saying that the police thought that he was trying to protect the people from the looting. Yeah, right. And also now, after his arrest, they're also trying to find out if he's a part of a vigilante group. But my thing...
Well, if he's charged with intentional homicide, then I would... I think he's part... He went there for a purpose. I don't know whether he was part of a militia group or whatever. He went there with a purpose, because he wouldn't have been charged the way he was charged, you know, if that wasn't the case. Right.
And at the same time, though, I feel like this type of stuff that's happening, is it for a good cause? Yes. I really do think it's for a good cause. But the way that they're doing it, when I always say it's not what you do, it's how you do it, the way that they're doing this, I totally feel that it's wrong. You know, because if you're promoting it over and